Hey guys, it's me, Jessica. I have a minute to just give you a quick little update. I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. I had a doctor's appointment on Monday and updated with the video. Then I have another doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and updated, and this is my next update. We went to the doctor's appointment, and we really didn't discuss any new information. It was everything that I had known. But we did talk about having the surgery. He made it very clear that my biggest concern is to remove any polyps, if they are polyps in my uterus. Because they want that to be tested for cancer. So we're going to go ahead and go through with the DNC and possible septum removal. And I guess I didn't realize, I don't know why, but they put you under anesthesia. He talked about they could go up through, and not through my belly button. They would go up through my hoo-hoo. I don't know, that scares me so much. I was just watching The Doctors, and it was Dr. 90210, and I love those shows. But anyways, when they went under anesthesia, I started freaking out. I don't know why that is the part that scares me the most. I'm afraid of the pain, but I am so afraid to get knocked out. That is so scary. I think the only other time I've ever been under anesthesia was when I had my tonsils removed when I was like 8. And I woke up in the middle of it. And I remember looking over and screaming, "I want my mom." And they told me to just relax, and I fell back to sleep. But that is freaking scary. And I don't know if anybody is okay with anesthesia or has had issues with it, but that is one thing that probably scares me the most about the surgery. Second thing that scares me the most is it going to be painful? I am so afraid that I'm going to be heaved over in bed for a week. He did say that they do send you home with pain medication, but I'm not good about taking meds. I don't like taking pills, first of all, and second of all, a lot of pain meds really don't work well with me. I had foot surgery one time, and they were going to prescribe me a Vicodin, and I denied it because I know that by taking Vicodin, it'll make me sick to my stomach. So they prescribed me Darvocet. I didn't even take one. They gave me 30 pills of Darvocet, and I think I took a half of one because I'm just afraid of taking pills, and I don't want to make my stomach upset. I have a very weak stomach. So yeah, I don't know what he's going to prescribe me for pain, but whatever it is, I'm nervous. So the rundown is we're going to wait till I start my period, and hopefully I start it before May 1st. If not, I have to call the office, and they're going to prescribe me Provera. I'll take the Provera for 5 days or whatever it is, wait to have my period, and once my period is over, I call back to the office, or I think I call back to the office as soon as I start my period. They're thinking end of May, beginning of June for the surgery. Then they said that I should be off work for about 2 days, and I should be able to go back. But, remind you, I'm going to have that stupid catheter in for up to 5 days. So if my surgery is on a Tuesday, catheter don't come out till Monday. That is going to be a pain in the butt. I am not looking forward to that. What else? Yeah, I work for an assisted living, so I'm on my feet all the time. I'm running. You literally run sometimes. So to have a catheter, not a normal urine catheter, but a uterine catheter where it balloons open so the uterus doesn't contract, and it helps keep fluid out of it. I'm going to have that in for 5 days. So I don't think I'm going to want to be running. I don't think I'm going to want to be lifting. I definitely think that I don't want to be hoyering and wiping and all that kind of stuff that goes along with taking care of the elderly while I have a catheter in my uterus. So, yes. I think I'll probably take 5 days off while the catheter's in, and hopefully I should feel fine after that. My issue is my husband and I are going to go to a theme park, an amusement park, I should say, like the second week in June. So I'm praying that my surgery is before that and doesn't interfere. And then it just is like one thing after another. Our summers, I don't know about you guys, but our summers are so ridiculously busy. For working in assisted living, I work every other weekend, which isn't a problem because I work third shift. So any events going on, I can always make it. But we can't really do anything. We can't go anywhere or stuff like that. So every other weekend in July is booked, and almost every other weekend in August is booked. And I got September. And here in Michigan, September is not always warm. It can be, but it's not always. And June is not always warm. It can be, but not always. And I've got like 2 weekends in June, which is almost all of June booked. So we are going to have like this busy, stinking year, like summer. I'm really pumped for it. I'm really excited. And I do want the surgery done. But they did say that after the surgery is done, I have to wait 2 months before they can do anything else. So I was a little disappointed because when I went in, he immediately said, "Oh, so you're going in for IVF?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Wait, you're not getting any IVF treatments done?" And I said, "No." And he looked at me like I was stupid. Like, I mean, he didn't look at me like I was stupid. I felt stupid. Because I felt like he was saying, "Okay, well, that's your only option. You know, go ahead." But that's not it. You know, I have talked about it with my husband, and we have I know that IVF can be very effective, but that's not the case for us. I don't want to spend $10,000+ for it not to be a for sure thing. I'd rather go through adoption and have it be a for sure thing. I'd rather foster and be a for sure thing. Well, I mean, foster is not for sure, but at least it's one of those things that's in your hands kind of thing. IVF is rolling the dice, and although they may be really great dice to roll, it's very expensive, and it's not a for sure win for us. So especially going through with surgery and all this other crazy stuff. I appreciate your guys' thoughts and concerns. It's really sweet, and it's so nice to have a good support system. I have my husband, he's phenomenal, and my sister-in-law, who also has PCOS, is a really great outlet. But even though she's went through this before with PCOS, and she's going through it again, she has 2 children. So it's easy for me to say we would adopt and foster, and we'd like to do IVF if it were a for sure thing, and if it didn't cost so much and all that stuff. In her eyes, they're trying for baby number 3. They already have a boy and a girl, and so, I mean, that's all additional, extra, wasteful things for her. I mean, she wants a 3rd child, but she's not going to go through the expensive like we are. And so I say, you know, it doesn't matter how we do it. Whatever has to happen, happens. And she, you know, she's very supportive, but always says, you know, well, if I didn't have my 2, I'd probably do the same, but I already have 2, so I'm okay. She's not trying to be degrading, but on my outlook of it is like, okay, well, I don't have to. So it's okay. I mean, she's not doing it to be mean, but it's so nice to have a good support system. So it's so appreciative. And infertility is one of those things you don't want the world to know, but I don't know, it's so weird. Kind of, not everybody, but it feels like I know most people just from watching their videos and stuff like that. But it's also different because I feel like I know you, but on the other hand, you don't go to work with me, I don't see you in the grocery store, all those different kinds of things that I don't want my grandparents or my aunts and uncles to know that we're struggling with this. And it's easier to talk sometimes to a complete stranger than what it is to talk to your own family. My thing is, with my husband and I, because we have been together for so long, we have been married for going on 2 years, you know, it's everybody's question is, when are you going to have kids? And, you know, I always blame it on my husband. I always say, well, you're going to have to talk with James about that one. And he's so good about it. He's like, oh, we don't know. He plays it off, you know, but it's because you don't want to explain to them. They don't know what it's like to go through it. So how do you tell them the real reason? And it's just sometimes it's not the right time. So it's easier to talk to sometimes a complete stranger than what it is to your own family. So it's nice. So thank you guys for watching, and I don't think that I'll have anything to update for a while other than my appointment dates. And I found it a little while ago, but I completely forgot. My dad, who recently, well, last year this time, left my mom, is getting married this weekend. It's crazy. So we're having such a weird year. I don't know. It's just been so strange, but always looking for the positive, and everything should be okay. Again, we are going through with the surgery, and I hope all goes well. So If not, I got this cute little baby. Alright guys, well I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and good luck, and see you guys later. Bye.